I am so much more excited after that Nintendo Direct last night than I thought I was going to be. I was expecting, a little bit of, holiday push, giving some release dates to things like Xenoblade and really showing off more Mario Odyssey and that kind of stuff, but there were a lot of surprises in there I wasn't expecting. I really had no idea. I don't know if there's any kind of announcement about this beforehand, but I had no idea about Doom coming to the Switch, and I'm kind of excited for that because I've been hearing a lot, and a lot of people and friends even I know that have played it and I really like that new Doom, and it looks pretty cool, but I've been not really making my list, but on the Switch and on the go, maybe I'll check it out. And I think there was a lot of third-party stuff that was kind of like that for me, games that, even something like Skyrim, games I didn't really play very much of, games that I've been kind of interested in, but, maybe, maybe not. I might get on the Switch and that type of thing. There's a lot of third-party support that was very interesting to me, and I think it's going to get a lot of people to really get into the Switch, and especially for a very Nintendo loyal audience, people that were more Wii to the Wii U and then now to the Switch. A lot of those games weren't on Nintendo platforms before, and you have things like LA Noire coming out, and there's just so much third-party stuff that I'm not downright like I'm getting it, but I'm more interested than I was before, and there's a whole lot of that. Even the 3DS part though, or now the 2DS XL, I love all that stuff, the new 3DS, whatever. Even that part, there was some great stuff in that presentation. Anything, Shin Megami Tensei, amazing. Strange Journey on the DS is like hard to find now, so it's kind of cool to have that little bit of enhanced port slash remake. I'd consider it more of an enhanced version. But lots of great stuff there on that front. And again, just there's so much, even like the Resident Evil is coming to the Switch. There's so much great stuff third-party wise, but even first-party, lots of interesting, fascinating stuff. And of course, the thing I was most interested in, going to see a final, actual release date, and a final trailer and look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2. A new entry in my favorite franchise, more of a franchise than a series, because it's loosely connected in a lot of ways, and the sequel to my favorite game of all time. I'm super excited. I will say the one thing that everyone's kind of hating on, I kind of agree with. The voice acting is not that great, the English stuff. It definitely does not live up to Xenoblade Chronicles, but it's not horrendous, and Switch is region free, so even if there isn't a Japanese language option, I know I'm going to have at least 2 copies of the game, Japanese one and American one, so anyway, I'm not that concerned about it. I really think it looks gorgeous. Some people have problems a little bit with the character art style being a little more anime-esque. I like it, and I'm not super into the art style as much as Xenoblade Chronicles or X, but I love a lot of the character designs. Definitely, I really like that, and the environments and everything about it looks absolutely gorgeous. And overall, visually, I'm super into it, and it just looks like just an incredibly imaginative world to explore. And that's an issue I think that a lot of open world games have that Monolith Soft has really solved, and partially also in their help with making Breath of the Wild. They have made huge open worlds that are interesting and varied and feel creative. They feel magical, because so many other open worlds so many times just feel big for the sake of being big in a way, and this feels alive and magical, and I love the idea of going to the different titans and things. And I'm actually getting, in some ways, a little bit of a almost Skies of Arcadia vibe from all that. It just has a little bit of that in there. I'm really super excited. I love the combat system. It's something very, very unique and interesting, and all the the blade switching and stuff. It feels like there's almost a little bit of a Persona vibe to that system in a way. It has a lot of different elements from different things that I like, put into a very familiar Xenoblade Chronicles shell. Something that looks beautiful. The music so far is absolutely gorgeous. Every preview I've seen so far of it just gets me more and more excited. And then, holy crap, that limited edition coming out, that looks spectacular. I normally don't put down the money for a limited edition of a game. Even if it looks really, really cool, I can never just justify it most of the time. There are very few games that I have a limited edition of, just because I can never justify the extra money when I can use that extra money for a whole nother game sometimes. But this one, beautiful. I'm definitely grabbing that. And then, holy crap, a Pro Controller. So I'm like, well, definitely going to be grabbing Switch finally and get Mario Odyssey, because that looks incredible, and going to be pre-ordering the Xenoblade Chronicles Limited Edition. And this is actually the first time ever that I've pre-ordered a limited edition of a game. There are very few that I get in general, but I've never actually pre-ordered a limited edition of a game. Not even back in the day, not in the 90s, never. I've never actually done that. This will be the first time ever. and I'm super incredibly excited. And yeah, I can't believe. Wow, all right, now I also got to get that Pro controller because it's actually really cool looking. I love the design of it, and anything Xenoblade. I am super excited just for December 1st. Oh, it cannot come soon enough.